What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my Twisted Life and TV. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap and review of The Handmaid's Tale. This is season 4, episode 7, Home. I'm just gonna hop right into it because I'm already late with this recap and review. We pick up right where we left off last week. June is stepping onto free soil for the first time in 7 years. But she's greeted by Mark and Rachel of the United States delegation, which is really throwing me off because I thought we were supposed to be keeping that June was here. Hush, hush. Remember, that was Ona's big deal. If everybody found out that she was with us, then we could lose our rights to do this, that, and the third. So why is the delegation there? I was already shocked that Luke was there. Who called you to tell you to come meet us at the dock? But now Mark and all of them there, and they have to grant her asylum. That's warm. She has to claim that she's a United States citizen, that she's been treated bad where she was at. They would persecute her if she go back. They would persecute her for being a woman. You know, but I'm still like, don't they have spies? Because quite surely, if the U.S. delegation has spies in Gilead, trust and believe somebody in Gilead got a spy up in Canada. Somebody got to. Anywho, they start asking her those questions, the same questions that they asked Serena to try to separate her interest from Fred. I said that was all to gauge whether or not they're going to grant her asylum and not return her to Gilead. Okay? And then all of a sudden, at last, my love has come along. Is that the words? Ooh. I don't know the words, but at last started playing, y'all. It was like at last, she is finally there. They are hooking her up with the royal treatment for security, of course, right? She gets to stay in a 5-star hotel. She got the fresh fruit and cheese tray, the little charcuterie with all the meat and everything. She probably got a 24 nozzle jet tub, caviar, rose petals laid out at her feet. She gonna sleep on 200,000 thread sheet count sheets, 200 thread count sheets. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying, because I'm exaggerating any doggone way. Anyway, she got all of this hooked up for her because she is going to be a key witness to help uncover all that is Gilead. She's been to D.C. She's been to Chicago. She's been to a Jezebel's. She has so much that she can share. So she's very valuable to them. And I was like, knowing Mark Tuello, he gonna run and tell Serena, she here, hey girl, hey. June here, I can't stand. I don't like Mark. I don't like people that has a flip-flopping nature about them. It's like he can't pick a team. Pick a side and stay on it, okay? Or you're with us or you're not. That's how I feel about Mark. And Mark is not with us. He's for Serena. And anything he does against Serena is because he's butthurt. Okay, that's the only thing. Her having that baby with Fred just pissed him the hell off. It hit him in his ego. And now he all salty with Serena. First, he was going to do everything possible to make sure that she winning. Okay, I can't stand him. Anyway, Moira, she leaves Luke with June at the hotel. Awkward as hell. Luke is trying to make her feel as normal as possible. Baby, when she got into that shower, I started singing At Last all over again. I was like, at last. Just to feel the bubbles just all over your doggone body. She was so covered with scars and bruises just to keep reminding her of where she has been, where she's came from. She came out of that bathroom and she see Luke setting up the dinner table for two. He got it done with roses and he's trying to make sure everything is perfect just for her, right? She goes back into her shell. Escapes behind the bedroom door. Luke turned around looking like, is she coming? Time has passed. The water's gonna start running. Where's she at? Well, he get up and goes check on her and she's knocked out in the bed. Y'all, I would have slept for days. I would have slept to the end of time if that was me. 7 years of abuse and finally eyes be free. I'm finna sleep. I'm gonna sleep good, y'all. Well, when she wake up in the morning, it's been 17 hours. Luke is lying across from her on the sofa. And she started off with her apologies. I'm so sorry for this, I'm so sorry for that. He's like, look, stop. I should be the one to apologize. I tried to get you out. I tried to find Hannah every single day. And I'm saying, I wish they would have showed us that effort. Because the way that they made it seem to be, at least, is that he was lacking on his efforts in order to find her and Hannah. But he was like, you know what? I need you to forgive me, But then she had to knuckle up and be strong for him. You know what I'm saying? She had to convince him that Hannah knows that they love her. He was like, nah, she don't remember us. She's like, yeah, she do. She remember him. He's like, how you know? Because I seen her. I talked to her. They gave me 10 minutes of her time. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, just last week, June, you didn't believe it yourself. You thought that Hannah didn't recognize you anymore as well. I will say this, that the actor who plays Luke, the way he delivered those emotions in his face, in his eyes, in his expressions, it was stellar. It was stellar. Tears welled up in my eyes looking at his emotion, watching him go through those moments of disbelief and proudness and fear and shame and relief, just in his facial expressions. I was like, okay, go ahead on, Luke. Go ahead on, Luke. Wow. June was in there fighting back tears herself, right? She didn't want to cry because she trying to be stone-faced and hold it together so he won't break down, At the same time, she was trying to convince herself that what she was saying was true. But all the while in her mind, she was recalling the real last moments with Hannah. How Hannah seemed afraid of her. That was playing in her head while she telling Luke, oh no, everything good, she fine. She putting him at ease, okay? So Mark is now interviewing June about the Great Escape, the flight, Angel Flight. He wanted to know the names of people that helped her. Why? Why is that important, Mark? Why do you need to know the names? What are y'all planning to do with those names? But she told him anyway about Billy, the bartender, and the plane for help. He was doubtful, but yet amazed that she was able to do it without help from outside of Gilead. This part right here confused me, y'all. Y'all let me know if it confused y'all too, or if y'all even paid attention to it. He said, you didn't get any help from any Canadians or Americans that were in exile? I was like, aren't exiled folks not welcome in their homeland? Why would they help anybody, especially kids, escape to somewhere that they exiled from? Did I hear that wrong? He said Canadians and Americans in exile. You didn't get no help from them? Nobody from outside of Gilead? Anyway, he asked her what was her motivation, right? She was like, I made a promise. I promised to hurt them like they hurted us. I wanted the Serenas out there to feel exactly what we felt when they took what they took from us. And they took everything, every little bit of us. Luke come in like, hey, let's take a break, right? Let's take a break. June turned around and asked Mark for permission. I was like, what the fuck? Mark acted like it was too much for her to ask right now. He's like, we need to get all this information from her. We need to get all we can. June was like, I want to see my daughter. Where's she at? He said, well, I told Moira not to come until after we was done, right? Luke said, hey, if we want to be done right now, then we done. Okay, you just let me know. I could take you home right now to go see Hartley. I'm going to call her Holly because she ain't going to be Nicole no more for me. And Mark is like, well, it's best to debrief her when the memories are still fresh. We don't want her memories to be tainted by, current day activities. I was like, dude, you do not go through that type of living hell for years and forget about it in a few hours. You can wait. I want to see my damn child, right? So we done. Luke let him know we done now. You know what I'm saying? Not later, right now. And we're gonna go home and see our kid. When he said our daughter, June's eyes lit up. It was a bit of confusion there too, but really? He consider her his? Yeah, he sees Holly as his own child. And I actually commend him for being mature enough to do that. So they went home. Jelly Bean looking all cute as a little button, And it was like she knew that was her mama. She fussed for a hot second, but then she settled right on into her mama's chest. Like, finally, I'm home too. That's how it was. So Mark head over to the hotel jail, and Serena's down on her knees asking God to bless her with a healthy baby and allow her repentance, right? And I tripped out the fact, I don't know why in this moment, I tripped out the fact that her hair isn't as bright blonde as it used to be. It's kind of like a darker sandy blonde, brown. The dark color seems to soften her just a tad bit, right? I still think she's a cold-hearted bitch. Yes, I do. But she went from asking forgiveness from the Lord to being a bitch to Mark, right? Her lawyer told her that June was there. They on the same soil, and that it's gonna complicate her case for June to speak. Not that Mark cared anyway, right? That's what she was telling him. She was really trying to appeal to his emotions that he felt for her. But at this moment, he's not showing that he's giving any thought. Although I do think that he feels compassion for her deep down. You know, he's like, go and talk to Fred again. Like, you got him where you want him right now with you being pregnant. I was thinking, ain't nobody gonna ask whether or not Fred is June's baby father? Because that's the burning, searing question in my mind. Since Fred can reproduce, is that baby his or is it really Nick's? We ain't getting no DNA test. I needs to know. And if it is his, does that complicate things even further in this process, right? June kidnapped the baby from his father or from her father. You know, that. So anyway, Serena. She think that Fred is only reaching out because he's scared of June. Like, I think he just want to know who the baby daddy is too, for real. But anyway, Mark wants her to convince him to cooperate because the baby, like I said, gives her influence. And he said, if you do this can help me out too, right? Whatever. So she agreed to do it. I was like, wait a minute, Serena's showing now. How many months have passed? She's at least like 5 months pregnant now, going to that belly. And he like, I'm so glad you came. And she like, I don't know why ain't nothing changed between us. He said, oh, yes, it is. Things have changed. The world has tilted on its axis. The good Lord has granted us with a baby. That's a sign we are meant to be together. Serena said, don't be putting words in the guy's mouth. Don't not be putting words in his mouth. He like, you know what? I want to be a good father to my son. They both sitting here talking like they know they finna go free. You gonna be a good father from behind bars? You gonna be a good mother from behind bars? They talking like they already know they finna go free. Well, with June in town, it makes sense for him and Serena to team up against her. We gonna be better together, right? Otherwise, June could take them down. And I hope that June does. I hope she takes them all the way down. Serena's like, team up, boy, bye. I think not. But then when he said that he would recant his testimony against her just so they could be together and raise their son together, she was thinking, got him. I got him. Well, June, she wakes up to a noisy house, normal sounding house. Luke is in there making pancakes, Maura in there making Google faces at Holly, and she suggests she go shopping and take the baby with her. Give Luke and June some time together. This strikes so much fear in June. Maura was like, you know what, going to the store might be a little bit overwhelming for you, a culture shock. June is like, I need the culture shock. After being in Gilead for 7 years, I need this shock. But the truth is, the thought of being alone with Luke is what's overwhelming. She even wanted to invite Emily and Rita over. She trying to make that house as crowded as possible to keep distance between her and Luke. And it's evident to him, it's evident to Moira what she's doing. At this point, I'm not sure though if it's Luke or the fact that he's a man that's a problem. So they head to the store. All of them, including Luke. They all go to the store. I noticed at this point as they were walking in the store that since June took that shower, her hair has been pulled back in that tight bun like she used to wear it back in Gilead. I was like, June, let your hair down, boo. Let your hair down. I think when she finally let her hair down, she gonna feel a little bit free. You know how Rita did. She let that hair down. She's feeling free. Said them free. Well, anyway, they gone into the store, and it's evident that Luke and Moira seem to have a rhythm together. At this moment, June does not fit in. Okay. She feeling like she has no real place. This is really not home for her. Not in this family, not in this place. This is a home she don't even know. Okay, well, while she's in the store, she is triggered. Saw this bottle of water that had these wings on it, which reminded her of the wings she saw in D.C. And then a flood of memories just broke her down, right? I was triggered. It made me remember why I was compassionate towards June in the first place. She has been through hell. And even though she's out physically, mentally, she is still in captivity. And everybody around her going about still living their normal lives and are none the wiser to what she's going through. And she has to pull her own self together. Breathe, relax, relate. You know what I'm saying? One thing I was going to mention, though, that I was surprised when she saw Emily that she didn't hug her up on sight. Emily is responsible for Holly getting to safety, you know. And June really didn't have many words for her. No display of love or affection. Not the way that she hugged Moira. And right now, Emily has Olive over there. Definitely not the way that she hugged Emily's son. Then Rita came in. She hugged her so tight like she didn't want to let her go. It took her breath away to see Rita walk in the door, but was completely emotionless when it came to Emily. Was I the only one to notice that? Y'all let me know down in the comment section. I need some water. I got me a new thing, y'all, because that water right there is hot. And my doctor told me I drink too much water. You have been told that before, but I feel dehydrated all the time. That's why y'all see me drinking water all the time. You know, this thing is big. But it keeps the water cold for 24 hours. I need that when I'm at work. I drink a lot of water at room temperature, but I love some cold water. I do. Oh, this did something to my soul. So, like I said, the ladies are in there having this ponderosa about how they have been adjusting to life after Gilead, especially when sex is involved. You know, they have a little bit of survivor's remorse. And then when June asked about Serena, I was like, is Rita going to tell her about the baby? Yes, she did, child. Yes, she did. June, like, is it his? Is it the commander's? I keep saying, because that could mean the jelly bean could be his too, right? It could mean that you have your rapist child instead of the child of the man you think you fell in love with. But June was like, nah, fuck her. Fuck her, fuck them, fuck everybody, fuck it all, I don't care. But she did. She really did. The disgust was seething through June's face. We all could see it. We got the damn close-up for the umpteenth to us. 24 close-ups on June's face this episode. 24. We just got 3 close-ups right here in the last 3 minutes. Of course we could see the disgust on her face. She cared. Well, Moira, she was about to go top up their liquor, and she goes and she walks past the porch and sees Una through the door. So she runs out. You know, she said she brings something over for June, and Moira is hoping that she come in and stay a while, but Una like, nah, I'm just heading home from work. She's like, okay, well, how's work then? You know, because she's trying to keep it her, trying to prolong her. She was like, we can't enter Gilead anymore. We can't even leave Canada right now. I was like, who the fuck sat them down? Because the way they talked about it, if Gilead found out that June was there, that they will block them from coming through. So do they know June is there? Or is it Canada and the U.S. government that's got them on lockdown? Make it make sense to me, okay? Y'all out here praising June for risking it all and getting those kids out of Gilead, but y'all seemingly punishing the crew who got her out of Gilead. But that's what Una expected to, which is what I don't understand. Why they even told the government? Why? Anyway, Moira, she like, you know, does it help that you brought back a major asset to them? She says, you know, at least that's probably why we still functioning somewhat. We got some footing, but y'all would have had more footing if y'all didn't bring them back. And Moira was like, please don't go. Please don't go away from me. Hey. Anyway, you mean the world to me. You mean the world to me. And she's like, nah, bro. You chose your friend over me, over my work, over your work. I know where I stand with you. I'm good on you, right? It's like, no, that's not true. That's not where I stand. Nah. Ona's like, look here, I'm not about to fight over this. Moira said we need to fight. We need to have this discussion. We need to have this argument, or we can't move on. Ona said, well, I guess we ain't moving on then. Deuces, at least not moving on together. That's what I added, right? I think that was implied. So she started to bounce. I swear, Una, at this moment, I wish I had that type of fortitude in my relationships. I wouldn't have kept trying to hold on to so many broken people or allowing them broken ass dudes to come back into my world. I was like, girl, you showing me who you are, and it's not something that I want to be with. That's what she's telling her. But then Una did exactly what I would have did. Moira said the right little words that she needed to hear in that moment. And she's like, okay, maybe. Call me. I was like, damn, Ona, I was rooting for you. Anyway, June, she let her down. Got a little drink in her. She tried to open up with Luke. It didn't work. She's not into him like that any longer. She don't care about Luke in that fashion. He's still all in love, but she not. She's so not. Before she went to bed, she went back into the tight bun. She couldn't go to sleep though. Serena was on her mind. So she called up Mark Tuello so he could take her to Serena in the middle of the damn night. Where they do this at? Any of my viewers from Canada know people that's been in jail. Is this normal? They get all this visitation and activity. Prisoners getting they ain't even behind a wall when they see these visitors. June walked in and Mark Tuello left her in the room. Not concerned about anybody's safety, anybody's well-being. He left June, the victim, in the room behind a locked and sealed door with her captor. When she walked in there, Lord forgive me, I was like, kick her ass in the belly. That's what I wanted her to do. Kick Serena right in the gut. That child deserves better than her as a mom. And better could be there. Okay. Lord forgive me. Because I love the kids. I love the babies. When he left that room, I was like, what the hell is he thinking? Serena's like, praise Jesus. He brought you to me so I could make amends, right? And Judah said, leave Jesus out of this. I brought myself hurt so I could tell you how much I hate you, right? You don't deserve to make amends. Only thing you deserve is a life of suffering and shame. I was like, she sounds just like Aunt Lydia right there. She sounds just like Aunt Lydia. Serena's like, I'm so sorry. She got down and begged for her forgiveness, and I kept screaming, hit her, slap her, baby powder back slap that ass, do something, strangle that hoe up, something. Oh my gosh, I wanted her to physically cause her harm. Ooh. But June got in her face, spittle and all, right? And said God only gave you that baby just so he could kill it, so you could feel a tenth of the pain that you have put us through, right? She grabbed her by the chin. Do you understand me? And then she said, I don't think you heard me. She got a little louder, add a little bit extra spit. Do you understand? All Serena could do was cry. June wiped the spit from her lip. I was for real, y'all. It was real spit. Wiped the spit from her lip and left. She get back home. I say she about to break Luke off. She about to break him off. It was the exact same thing that she did with Nick. Remember when she was pregnant and wilding out on Nick penis, and he was like, this don't feel like love. It's like, you just taking out aggression on me. That's exactly what she did. It even looked like it was the same scene to me, right? Luke was feeling good at first, but then he was like, hold up, something ain't right with this. So he went to go touch her, and she pinned his arm down the same way that Serena Joy pinned her arm down when Fred was raping her. But he kept saying, June, wait, hold up, June. And she got more aggressive with the gyrations. She was going to take it from him. She was raping Luke in this moment. Making no mistake. This was rape. When he said, wait, that was it. Done. Deal. She kept going. She even covered his damn mouth off so he couldn't make a sound. Rolled her ass to orgasm. He was looking so violated because he was. He was violated. Well, the next day, June gave testimony to Mark about Serena. Basically said she was a cold-hearted snake and miserable, and she'll do whatever it takes not to feel miserable. And then guess what she did? Serena walked her behind right on in there to Fred's cell and said, Fred, I need you. He like, praise be. And that smile, that very faint smile that came across Serena Joy's face said, got him, okay? June says that Serena will do anything, lie to you, hurt you, rape you. When she said rape you, The expression on Luke's face went from a smile to numbness. June said, if you feel like getting sucked in by her, you already are. It's already too late. Run. Run for your life. June has become Gilead. We've said this a lot over the seasons. She acts like Aunt Lydia. I thought she acted like Serena. I have always said that if she was not a feeble womb, a viable womb, she would have been a commander's wife. She fits that role. She plays it well. And baby, when she did that to Luke, child. That's it, y'all. That's the end of this recap and review. This has been The Handmaid's Tale Home. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about it in the comment section. Talk to y'all again soon. Peace.